It's week 3 of the NFL, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Bears and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let them know.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going long here for Wallace. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
Yeah, baby. That's all ball.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Down, baby.
So that one overturned. They say
damn, Vikings
down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On play action, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Leo.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Jukes by again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Goff. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Minnesota.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Goff throwing again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Evades him at the 10. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go, fellas.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field. Guys who... ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So still 14 yards to go, second down. This is McCaffrey on the give. A beautiful fake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Goff. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got some space here. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Powers through it. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Wait.
It's Europe, bro. NFL Europe, the Birds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he?
LOL, yeah.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular...
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get
the ball come out so weird.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job.
Make the fucking tackle. Ooh, Christian.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right
Gotta
now.
trade Trevor Lawrence's hands for the whole fucking quarter.
This power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving
Beat this hoe up.
touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And Woods has it complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, and absolutely filled.
Dog, get the fuck out of here.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to strike.
Hey, Siri.
Add on to their lead. Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous, CD. This offense
They devise ways to give him the football in space and just let him go.
Making progress around the NFL.
Once he got free, it was off to
Now,
the races.
third down,
There
26.
was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the
All
next
the way
few
down at
starts.
6. 4 yards remain for second down. Now gone. They'll set up the screen to the passer. Oh, and absolutely.
No, get the fuck out of here. Hey Siri.
Christian McCaffrey, this is where he can be so dangerous. See, this offense, they devise ways to get to the
involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Gall. Pass incomplete.
Roughing the passing.
In the backfield, and this might
Jesus
be
H. Christ.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Gall.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Goff. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Christian McCaffrey
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He completes it to Ridley. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh,
dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance.
Oh, catch the fucking ball.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Come back and get the ball, man.
4th time today. Picked up by Bryce Hall. Trotting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages.
Come back and get the ball.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. He'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the 2nd half.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. On 3rd down, Lawrence over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure.
And I cannot wait to be there. Hey, they said that I got
Push the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Karma.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Boy, fuck these niggas. And fuck this game. This team is sorry.
And his throw here is incomplete.
This team been sorry.
Listen, when you got the lead.
Speaking of that, I'm glad you reminded me. Take this sorry nigga out and put Brady sorry ass in.
There's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and just put it
middle
over his head.
Catch the ball.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points.
Yay. They gave it.
So tack on 3 more, though.
Bro, did it go in or did it hit the camera?
Not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right
Bro.
about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while.
I don't
drain
get
the
it.
clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
From the 6.
No.
And able to get this across
It's
the
like,
20,
wait, did he
not much
miss that
further
hoe?
as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Man, run the clock, man. Run the clock.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Why am I in front of the damn fullback?
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Brady now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Oh, catch it!
Almost intercepted.
Oh, man, what is the deal?
In the end zone, but could not hang on.
You haven't felt unless you've experienced before. Oh, big shot landed. That's it. I fight for that rush, that euphoric feeling, that feeling you do not get unless you get your hand raised. So bring it on, boy. You got it.
Now Brady again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Tom. Oh, my God.
Oh, he couldn't hang on to it.
Dog, that's gay.
Man. God.
And now it brings
Dog.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
That's a good throw, Tom Brady.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
Y'all gotta fucking push, dog. Y'all not doing shit.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll give Henry another
Take him on. Fuck.
a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutral.
Oh, man. What is going on?
Third down there is incomplete.
It's fucking on him, dog.
Slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ain't no fucking way.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Kareem Hunt.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Brady's going to look to throw.
Good fucking hands. I should throw that ball to the back pylon. That's my bad.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, What changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Good job, Justin.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brady to throw again.
No.
He'll get this
Wow.
one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. On 1st down, Brady. And that is incomplete here.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Fuck.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
That's my fault, though. I threw it right at him, and
And
it's
the
Jamal
Vikings
Adams.
take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey, 95 yards. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, here's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll run it again with Henry. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Now they'll throw with Brady. They'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Throwing on second and long. Brady. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
He landed a beautiful foot sweep earlier that changed the position on Burgos. Watch this over there going around with Shane, the coach Steve Thomas. Jed Jordan is doing a good job of knocking Burgos off balance or straight. So let that be a lesson to all young fighters. When you're fighting a bigger person, get them off balance before you strike. And Jordan is doing that. Nice read, coach. Absolutely. That is good point. Little coach read towards this direction. And even with Jordan, the one that's going backwards, he really is dictating the engagement.